Welcome back to Disruptors Unleashed, where we explore bold, disruptive ideas and chat with the innovators redefining industries as we know them. Previously, we discussed biocircular strategies in the infrastructure and cities industry with our expert Emmanuel Bois from Dassault Systèmes. In this episode, we are back with our very own infrastructures. Our small but mighty engineers, builders, and designers of tomorrow are asking the big questions around how infrastructure and cities will need to be reimagined to build a better future. Joining me this time is our 9-year-old infrastructor, Ivy. She wants to find out why, despite having so many different sources of energy today, we still struggle with power cuts. Luckily, she has Younès Belarbi alongside her. Younès is one of Dassault Systèmes' leading experts on energy and utilities and is uniquely placed to discuss energy networks and what we can do to build a network for the future. Over to you, Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. What's your name?
Hi Ivy, I'm Younès, an industry business consultant at Dassault Systèmes in the architecture, engineering and construction industry with a focus on the utility segment.
So, I was watching my favorite show the other day, and suddenly the TV switched off. My mom said it was a power outage. Why would that happen when we have all these new forms of energy?
It's a great question actually, and you're right. Nowadays, there are lots of methods of producing energy, especially renewable energy. In fact, because of new technology and deregulated energy markets, we even see homeowners producing and selling power alongside big energy plants. Amazing, no?
Wow, that could be a real game changer. Are there any downsides of all these new energy sources?
This energy mix is great, but it comes with some drawbacks. Much of that energy is intermittent, often built in remote areas that needs us to build long-distance transmission infrastructure, and we currently struggle to store any excess energy produced. For example, RTE, which is the transmission system operator in France, is planning nearly 100 billion of investment to modernize and expand its network. As part of this plan, around 40,000 kilometers of high-voltage lines will undergo major works, with 60% renewed and 40% reinforced or newly built to support renewable energy integration and system flexibility.
That sounds like a significant change. Why is all this renewal necessary?
Our energy grids are incredibly complex and often outdated, designed for the one-way flow of power from large, centralized power plants, meaning they just can't handle all these new sources. Add to that the big growth in consumption from growing cities and new technology like data centers for AI. According to the International Energy Agency's net zero scenario, global electricity demand is expected to rise by over 50%, driven by electrification and the growth of digital technologies. We need to address this issue in our network if we want to meet future energy demands and use new renewable energy sources as much as possible.
So what changes need to be made? What will the grid of a future look like?
Well, our current infrastructure is aging. We need to adapt for renewable integration and evolving regulations. So, how do we go about doing this? We must update our utility network so they can meet both evolving demands and deal with loads of new sources of energy, providing differing amounts of power. As I said before, our infrastructure is aging and must evolve to integrate renewables. New solutions like vehicle-to-grid will turn electric cars into distributed storage, while large-scale systems such as battery energy storage systems and pumped storage hydropower will help stabilize the grid when wind and solar fluctuate. Also, with decentralization and distributed network of multiple sources, the grid now relies on thousands of small contributors, from rooftop solar to wind farms and other distributed generation, all injecting power at different times. This makes the system more dynamic and complex, requiring smarter coordination to stay reliable.
Do we have a solution for this?
Smart grid technologies give operators real-time visibility of what is happening across the network. With tools like AI forecasting, automated control systems, and digital twin, the grid can dynamically balance supply and demand, optimize power flows, and maintain resilience even when renewable production fluctuates.
So, what smart technologies could we use to help with the digitalization of the energy grid?
Well, Ivy, virtual twin solutions can help bring digital solutions to the real-world problems of managing the energy grid. Firstly, by creating a common data environment, we can improve traceability and collaboration between stakeholders, from energy producers to transmission system operators to energy suppliers. It provides a single source of truth from which the necessary information can be easily accessed by multiple internal and external teams. Secondly, by standardizing the data model and engineering information that describe grid equipment, utilities ensure that all assets are represented using the same structures, rules, and semantics. This common data model creates a shared understanding of the network, making it easier to design, plan, and operate the grid consistently across teams and systems. As grid complexity increases, with renewable, decentralization, and new types of loads, a robust and standardized data model becomes a key foundation for scalability and long-term control. And finally, by adopting a model-based approach to reviewing and understanding assets, teams can share a clear, common view of the grid at every stage of its life cycle. This strengthens coordination, improves transparency, reduces the time spent performing impacts analysis, and helps the whole ecosystem anticipate challenges as the energy system evolves.
So everyone can make sure we get electricity where we need it, and I won't have to worry about missing my favorite show. Thank you so much, Younès, for speaking with us today.
Bye, Ivy. It was lovely talking to you, and I hope it is clear to you now how the grid of the future would look like.
It sure is. Back to you, Yanni.
Thank you, Ivy and Younès, for that insightful conversation. I'll be interested to see how our cities and infrastructure adapt to a new age of energy. Want to hear more? Tune in to Disruptors Unleashed to hear from other infrastructures on the biggest challenges impacting our world. Till next time. Disruptors Unleashed is produced by Dassault Systèmes. For more episodes, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Deezer, or your nearest audio streaming platform. To learn more about Dassault Systèmes, visit us at 3ds.com.